It's fall, y'all. Enjoy.
A good party is made in the attention to detail, and Amber Scott loves to add her illuminating detail to your next party or event. She has Alpha Lit Chattanooga, and the name is just what you think it is. So fun to see you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Party planning has become really exciting and customizable. So whether you're doing a birthday party, a wedding, anniversary party, you light it up.
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
These marquee signs that you do, you've kind of tried to make yours uniform, but unlike in the past where you would have to go and purchase them, you're renting them out. You do the setup and everything.
Yes, we come in, we set up, we make sure, especially for our weddings, we make sure everything is clean. Like I had cords, make sure the letters are wiped down and sparkling for your pictures, make sure there are no bulbs out so that you don't have to deal with any of that. Like we'll come in and just make everything look wonderful for your big day.
So I'm still somewhat fresh off of a wedding. My older daughter got married a year ago, and I remember still what it's like. It takes a long time to plan it, and just when you think you've thought of everything, you realize that you didn't. You're one of the few parts of a wedding that you can kind of add on to quickly.
Yes, you can, and you can. And like I was telling you before, you can call me up until the day before.
Wow.
We can make that happen for our brides. Now, most of my brides are I do have lots of weddings already on my calendar for next year. But just as you know, yesterday I had a bride email me asking for letters in October, and we've got them on the calendar.
What's also nice is that you help people, regardless of the event that it is, kind of think it through, because it is one of those signature details. So it needs to be done the right way, placed in the right area.
Yes, and the planner is important in that part as well. But like a lot of times they don't realize how, when you put your last name out there, how big or how long it's going to be. And so I help them say, maybe that's not the right spot. Why don't we kind of shift it over here? But that is a big part of it too, just making sure we're in the right area.
So you mentioned the planner. So obviously if you're having a wedding, chances are you have a wedding planner. If you're doing an anniversary party, a birthday party, you don't get that luxury.
Not all the time. Now some do, not with the birthday parties, but with anniversary parties we will, but a lot of times no, it's just like, hey, we're planning this, can you do this? And so then I'll come in and help them a little bit more with like, that'll look better over here.
So I don't know who the lucky 5-year-old is in this picture who got to have the mermaid party. But her mom did it up right. You must have a lot of fun watching the excitement from people.
Yes, I love it when my clients send me pictures after the fact. Like yesterday, or not yesterday, Sunday, I was getting pictures from a balloon vendor. I've made really good friends with all the balloon vendors around town because we work closely together. I always say marquee letters, they're in balloons are like best friends. They're each good on their own, but they're better together, especially for our birthday parties. And so we had one that had turned one of the balloon vendor babies turned 1 this weekend, and so I was getting lots of fun pictures of him face smashing and in the cake with the 1 in the background, so it's lots of fun.
So I think that's really important too, because I think sometimes we all kind of walk our path. And you don't always know who to turn to help you with an event. So this community that you fostered, if they call you first, then you can help guide them to other people to add to.
That's right. Like I have a list of vendors that I work closely with, and if someone's asking, and a lot of times one may be booked and so they move on to the next. And so balloons are a little bit harder to book last minute because sometimes they may not have the colors in stock, but they're really good at helping out with that. But I will send a client all of their way, and vice versa. Like they'll book the balloons first and want marquees but not know where to go.
They are intended for indoor use. You said they can get a little bit of a drizzle, but it's electricity, so
it is electricity. We don't want them outside. But we do they are set up outside. Like they're flat on the bottom, so we always want to look for something that is, you know, a flat surface, and you know, around here, sometimes that's a little hard, but they are perfectly fine outside.
Do you change the lighting, like if you're a warm light versus a cool light, or?
You can. What you're seeing right now is our standard, but I do offer LED bulbs, in which those can go the bright white light, and all multiple colors. But then I also have just like I can change the colors. Now with light bulbs, it's just pretty basic colors, but we can do that for you.
I thought it was interesting, I don't know if you said this on air or off air, but you were talking about how you'll clean the light bulbs to make them, make sure they're all looking right.
Yes.
Because pictures are important.
That is the most important. That is why you do these. Like, it's for not only for your moment and to make you feel special, but it's for these pictures.
Right.
Yes.
So those little attention to detail points will make a difference.
Yes. Like, we make sure that cords are hidden. Like, you don't want to see cords hanging out in your pictures. So we tape things down so that people do not, like, people will go behind the letters and take pictures. So we tape cords down. We just make sure everything looks clean for you.
So do you, like, let's say you're having an outdoor wedding or party, but outdoors, and the forecast looks good, and you had a plan to have the gathering outside even at night. Can the letters be out there as long as you have an indoor contention?
I always say, and you know how it is, weather can change on us in a minute. And you know, just a few weeks ago we had a wedding and the forecast looked great, and all of a sudden we had a downpour, and it wasn't just a downpour, it was like
a monsoon.
And so we went back. Normally I wouldn't go back, but I went back and we made sure everything looked good and cleaned everything up before they came outside for their reception.
Well, I think that is important to talk about them, because part of what you're getting is not just the lettering.
Yes.
It is the customer service part of it.
Yeah, it is. And we're, you know, we are local. My kids and my husband are, like, that's who you'll see. So anytime we come and set up for you, you're going to see me or my husband or one of our 3 teenagers, you know, taking care of you.
Well, here is where you can reach out to them. So her phone number that we're going to share, they moved here from Auburn, Alabama. So that's the area code, 334-704-4799. Online, it's alphalitletters.com, and then do the / for Chattanooga. And you can have a beautiful event at your disposal. All thanks to Amber.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to